Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is Arise News analyst Emmanuel Efeni. Good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning, Ruben. Good morning, Rufai. Good morning, Victoria Tundu. Mkwa Abiola.
Good morning, Mr. Efeni.
Yes, delivering that speech yesterday to mark Democracy Day. Of course, all the stakeholders, those who fought for June 12, those who are ardent, avid supporters of the June 12 struggle, they gathered yesterday at the home of the MQ Abiola, and Tundu had to give that speech. Well, you have to do it.
I did. I did, and I was happy to do it.
Yes, and it was nice.
Thank you.
Now, let's start the review with this day, Nigeria's newspaper of record. The lead story on your marks. Here are the 17 finalists. Yes, finalists, you call them. Yes, Christopher Imoheme, Accord Party. Hamza Mustafa, is this Accord Alliance AA? Yabagi Sani, ADB. Yes, Omoyole Sowore, Familiar Face, AAC. Dumebi Kachuku, ADC. Ashiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, APC. Peter Imedi Abuga. Yusuf Maman Dantala, APM. Peter Obi, Labour Party. Okudili Nwa Anyajike, NRM. Engineer Rabiu Musa Kwankwanso, PhD, NPP. NNPP, Elijah Tuku, PDP. Kola Abiola, yes, Kola Abiola, son of the MK Abiola clan. PRP, Adewale Adebayo, SDP. Prince Malik Ado Ibrahim, YPP. Chief Dan Inwayao, ZLP. Yes, ordinarily these are the candidates of the 17 political parties who will be on the ballot next February for the presidential election. Ordinarily, you say how many Yoruba Southwest aspirants there, but we know that indeed there's one person who is angling to clinch the Southwest votes on that day. But, of course, there's Kola Abiola, there is other Yoruba names I've seen there. And, of course, the Southeast, represented by Peter Obi, Chief Dan Iwanya, and a number of other names. But we know that this battle is between, one, the major political parties, because I've not seen anything to convince me that Labour Party of Peter Obi or the NNPP of Engineer Rabiu Kwankwanso are the third force, unless perhaps somewhere along the line they can pull their resources together. But it's going to be a battle between the APC, the ruling party, and the PDP, the main opposition party, unless somebody wants to kid himself or herself. But let's look at other stories. Quickly, the Punch newspaper, APC may unveil Tinubu's running mate Wednesday. Party focuses on Northeast. Party warned over Muslim ticket. Majority leader says no cause for alarm. VP should come from Northeast. Governors focusing on the zone. Adu Dugoa, lawmaker. APC may concede Senate President to Southeast, Speaker to Northwest. While the Daily Sun newspaper, VP slot. PDP, APC elder stepped in. Muslim ticket won't fly. Khan wants ruling party again. Crack in PDP Governors Forum as Wike Okowa. Others intensify lobby. Yes, it seemed to be a straight fight between Okowa, the Delta State governor, who has been all over the place recently with Atiku, and Nyesom Wike, who came second and in fact was almost running away with the ticket before the heroics of Tamboa changed the tide. I think that should count for something for Wike, other than the fact that he has a great war chest to bring to the table. he has also been able to reach out across the country in the course of his campaign to be the candidate of the PDP. So that should count for something than a man who sat down in Asaba and wants to be the vice president. But if he comes to Delta, we'll be very happy. Now, what factors will play in the picking of these running mates? Muslim ticket, no is the answer from many, especially the Christian community. This is not the era of MKO Abiola, who made inroads across the country. There was hardly any part of the country that did not receive MKO's philanthropy one way or the other. So on that day, when everybody was singing, MKO is our man, it resonated across the country. Not like the latter day politicians, some who started philanthropy a few months to the presidential primaries, starting donating 50 million here to fire victims and all that. That was not how MKO did it. At a point, every university in this country, then federal universities, received MKO's funding to help the situation. Unlike now, where LASU only received 1 billion after 22 years of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu dynasty in Lagos. Now let's move on to other stories quickly. The Guardian newspaper emulates Abiola, save Nigeria's democracy. Afenifere Soyinka Adams bemoan state of economy, governance 23 years after democracy. Someone who sacrifices of June 12th responsible for today's democracy, yes. The Daily Trust newspaper reporting the story, Democracy Day, Nigerians seek more dividends. We must get it right in 2023. Governors, don't use religion, ethnicity for campaign. See this, CDD tell politicians, Abiodun Fintiri free 46 inmates. Yes, June 12, 1993, I voted, unlike Ruben, who was trekking to somewhere. Yes, after all the dribblings and shenanigans of then the Maradonic president, military president Ibrahim Babangida, June 12 came and we said no matter what we're voting today. I remember at my polling unit, no table. The INEC official or NEC official just arrived with materials. We brought our table.
Wow.
And we voted.
Wow.
And we're waiting for the results until Ibrahim Babangida, I'm sure he will not be sleeping well, every June 12th, because that day will continue to haunt former president, military president Ibrahim Babangida. He will have been a great man. But for that, I don't know who pushed him. He said the military boys, some boys, forced him. Under pressure.
It's a sad way to end his term.
Very sad way, very sad way. Well, if we just look at the foreign newspapers quickly before I come to you, the Times of London, universities facing new China cash crackdown. Yes, move to stop UK values being compromised. Yes, universities will be forced to reveal investment from foreign actors under plans being forwarded by the government this week to crack down on undue influence. Yes, Michelle Denelan, the university's minister, will set out the rules requiring, universities to reveal their financial arrangements they have with individuals and overseas. Of course, the target is to ensure that Russian money, Chinese money don't come and compromise UK university system. Well, there's a way the UK look over its shoulders. Now, the Daily Telegraph. European judges to be stripped of protocol powers. Johnson expected to face fresh rebellion over bill that opportunities say will break international law. Now, Ruben Rufai and Tundu.
Well, I don't know. I just wanted your comment on this proposed Muslim ticket, and I see that you have dismissed it already. Yes. But one of the names I left out when I commented on it earlier is the possibility of maybe Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu choosing Ganduje of Kano State, because his name also featured in the shortlist.
You know, I've also dismissed that in the past.
But you know, Ganduje, apart from the scandal that translated his name into Gandola,
the baggage he carries.
As governor of Kano State.
Yes.
You know, Kano State has votes, the second largest voting, state in Nigeria. And if you have the combination of a man from Lagos and the entire Southwest, locking in votes from also Kano, that would look like a win-win proposition.
Kano's vote is split.
Well, yes, between Shekarau and Kwankwanso
teaming
on
up,
one side.
Teaming up.
Yes.
Split.
Well, but there have been talks about the possibility of a deal between the APC and the NNPP. Okay, anything can happen in politics.
And you think Atiku will not be interested in a deal with NNPP?
So everything is up in the air. But even if you are able to share the vote in Kano, it will still translate into something.
Yes.
With the block vote that Ashwaju will probably get from the Southwest. But I get the other point about the politics of exclusion. Christians are about 100 million in Nigeria. Now, to confront them in 2023, with a Muslim ticket, will rub off negatively on people. And now some churches are saying, don't come for mass except you have your PVs.
Go and register.
And the objective of that will probably be to mobilize the Christendom in Nigeria to vote in a particular manner.
Dr. Baye, I want to say this. You see, we like to deceive ourselves so much in this country. And politicians are big, big deceivers. And Nigerians watch them. You see, all the politicians that are saying now, there's no big deal with Muslim ticket because it favors them. If you put a Christian ticket on the ballots, they will cause war.
Yeah, nobody will take that.
Yes.
So they are saying it now because it favors them.
Christian, Muslim,
it's not acceptable.
Right now.
But I'm just saying that these same politicians, are saying, oh, there's no big deal with a Muslim ticket. If you put a Christian ticket across, it will cause war. So if it can cause war, if you put a Christian ticket, why do they want to put a Muslim ticket across?
Now, Ruben, the other aspect, those looking at Northeast for Vice, Ronnie made for Bola Metumbu, as if that will galvanize the role of Northeast. Are you saying the Northeast would prefer to have a vice president than to have a president in Atiku?
Okay.
Those who are thinking that they will have best votes from the Northeast by picking somebody from the Northeast. Will the Northeast citizens prefer a vice president to an Atiku presidency?
Who is from the Northeast?
Who is
from the Northeast. So I think these are some of the calculations.
I mean, in their balancing out, they should just remember that in 1993, we're not having blasphemy killings as we're having blasphemy killings now.
It's a completely different climate.
There's religious polarity in Nigeria.
No, even the persons involved. And even, MKO was everybody's man. So, Christian, he donated to churches, he donated to everywhere.
Mosque, you know, he was
King Gibe was an obeying technocrat, well-known, no religious baggage, as it were.
With a lot of
it's a different scenario altogether.
A lot of the rhetoric we are hearing, this is not that Nigeria. So they should please do what is right. Because I know the way politicians behave. They started by rationalizing it. No big deal, no big deal, no big deal. When they do it, they should remember.
And you even put Erufai in the mix. Who cannot even take care of his the ethnic and religious sensitivities of his state.
Thank God we are seeing the offshoots of the bastion of balance before Kaduna now. We are seeing the offshoot of what a Muslim ticket has cost to Kaduna now in terms of retaliation.
We are at this level because we're not yet a united country. Ethnicity remains a problem. Geography remains a problem. Religion remains a problem.
It's even deteriorating.
If we're looking for
we're in a better state before 1993, but now.
If we're looking for change, which was a slogan, I guess, in 2014, 2015, years later, that change is not anywhere in the horizon.
No.
And, you know, it's the same old primordial, divisive, centrifugal, factors that have come to play. But, of course, there will be certainty, INEC sticking by its deadline when the various parties announce their running mates. And then, of course, we'll be on terra firma to be able to say, well, this is what we think. This is what is just, and this is what is okay. But as I said earlier on, these presidential candidates, they will choose, candidates, running mates that they can work with at the end of the day. Because if you choose an over-ambitious, deputy, it can be very disruptive.
There's one president at a time. I don't think it's something any president should worry about.
I just want to say
something. No, some people are not fit for purpose.
Yeah.
They don't play second fiddle.
What the president can do to the
we saw it in the Obasanjo era.
Either you are reading newspapers or you have job to do as chairman of the Economic Council, National Economic Council. So it depends on how you behave, and the president will decide what to fan to your table or not.
Speaking of unity for me, I think it has come back to bite all the people that feel they can sow division in Nigeria for their own selfish gains. Dr. Bati said the reason why we are not united. Yes, we are not united because a lot of people feed off our divisions. Yeah. And these are the same people now that they wish that we're united so that their various political machinations can scale through. This is the same people. The reason why you are not united is because this divide and rule thing favors a lot of people.
The rent collectors. Yes. That Uzogu talked about in his January 1966 speech. They have percentages. Those who are perpetually feeding off.
Well, please don't remind us of that code.
Okay.
We'll have been better off if this military boys did not step in.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Feni.